Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitesize Mods. Today we are going to expand on the crafting side of the logistics system. But let's say for instance you wanted to craft a sword. I want to make that part of my recipe, import. So that requires 2 iron ingots and 1 stick. Now let's say for instance that I don't have any iron ingots in the system. The last thing I want to be doing is going into my orderer, ordering some iron bars and then placing it in here manually and doing it that way, because that sort of defeats the point of being an automatic system. But what you can do is you can actually connect up machines to the system. So for instance, I have put a load of ore inside my system. I want to first of all turn that iron ore into crushed iron ore, because it gives me 2 crushed for every ore, and then I want to cook that crushed ore into bars and then have it put it into the system and go to the destination. So to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a crafting pipe, I'm going to place it on top, I'm going to get my wrench, and I want this to, for every 1 iron, I want it to make 2 crushed iron ore. So I put that there. So now this machine knows that if it puts in 1 iron ore, it will give out 2 crushed iron ore. And then from there, I want this machine, which is the furnace, I want that to take 1 of these crushed iron ore and I want to turn that into 1 iron bar. So I put that in the output and there we go, that's it. So now this machine knows that if I request 1 iron ingot, it needs to crush an ore first, send it over to the furnace, cook it, and send it back to the system. So what I need to do now is connect this back to my system. That has been connected to my system. These have gone green, which says they're working, and everything's fine. So now let's say I wanted an iron sword. So it has it here in the system, so it says there's currently 0. There is no gravel in the system, although I can make it, but there is iron ore. So I need it to make 2 iron ingots, so it should take 1 ore, send it to the macerator, break it into 2 pieces, and then send it straight to the furnace, and then send it over to the crafting station. Okay, so let's give this a go. Request 1 sword. Request successful. There goes the ore. Goes in there, crushed, goes up, goes straight to the oven. It cooks the bars, and it goes straight back into the sorting system. It's gone into the chest, it's made the sword, and then it goes to the outbox. And there we have an iron sword. So say for instance I didn't want to make iron bars, I wanted it to make gold bars. What you would have to do is add another pipe. You cannot have more than 1 item in each pipe. So I couldn't say, oh, I want you to take an iron ore and make an iron bar, because there's only 1 output slot, so it'll only make 1 type. Okay, so I put a pipe on the side and 1 on top side of the macerator. I take my wrench and I say I want 1 gold ingot to be cooked into 2 crushed gold ore. So, and then I can put a normal gold pipe onto there, and that's got power. And then I want you to take that ore, of which there is 1, and cook that one into a ingot, like so. And then I will connect that up to there. That now has power. And let's say I want to make a gold sword. Okay, we'll bring up the recipe. So it takes 1 stick and 2 gold ingots. I'll go into my system. There it is. Let's request 1 golden sword. So it sends the ore. There goes the sticks. Goes into the side. Creates the ore into the gravel. Cooks that into bars. And off it goes, makes the sword, and delivers it to the end, to the outbox. And there we have a golden sword. Now let's say for instance that I didn't want 2 gold bars, I only wanted 1 to make something that only required 1. What would happen then? What would happen is it would make 2 gravel, because it has to, that's the minimum requirement, and then it would send the other one back into the system. So it would cook 1 bar and the gravel would go, or the crushed ore would go back into the system until it is required for something else. If it has it in the system, it will always take it first before making a new version. So if there's already a crushed ore of that particular type, it will take the ore first instead of making more crushed ore. So here's my base on a server, and I have connected all of my things together, and as you can see, I have plates being made in macerators. I have a centrifuge making rubber. I have macerators making dust, and I also have induction furnace making bars. Now there's a slight difference here. You can see this one is pumping out, and the reason for that is in the supplier pipe that I've placed in here, I have placed it to constantly stock this machine with these particular items. If it's in the system, it will bring it here and cook it into bars for me. And over here, I have set one of the macerators to do the same. So it takes all the ores that I want it to crush, crushes it, cooks it, and sends it back into the system for me, so that I don't have to make it from the ore every time. The more steps your crafting things have to make, the longer it will take to make them. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will try to answer them for you. Until next time, have fun.